Hey everyone, welcome to the Breakthrough Entrepreneurs Show, where we empower entrepreneurs to overcome the challenge of work life balance, burnout, break bad, old, unhealthy, negative habits, behaviors, build new habits, create new rituals, new routines. I'm your host, Mohammed Faraj, and today our topic is your distractions. Hey everyone, welcome to the Breakthrough Entrepreneurs Show, where we empower entrepreneurs to overcome the challenge of work life balance, burnout, break bad, old, unhealthy, negative habits, behaviors, build new habits, create new rituals, new routines. I'm your host, Mohammed Faraj, and today our topic is escaping hard. Hey everyone, welcome to the Breakthrough Entrepreneurs Show, where we empower entrepreneurs to overcome the challenge of work life balance, burnout, break bad, old, unhealthy, negative habits, behaviors, build new habits, create new rituals, new routines. I'm your host, Mohammed Faraj, and today our topic is escaping from hard work is costing you progress. You see, some of the things that I share here on my podcast, The Breakthrough Entrepreneurs, mistakes, failures, personal experiences that I share on my podcast, these are things that I have done them in my own entrepreneurial journey. These are things that not so many people talk about on podcasts or social media. These are lessons that I learned from my failures, from my past mistakes, and the reason why I'm sharing them with you is because I want you to avoid them. I want you to learn from them. I want you to apply them into your own entrepreneurial journey so you can break through, so you can win, so you can succeed. So, one of the mistakes, one of the failures that I had in my own entrepreneurial journey, and after starting my own business, I went through so many things in my own personal experience, but I was constantly analyzing, thinking, and just trying to learn from them, trying to identify the mistakes, the problems, the failures, the bad habits that I have done. So that's why I share with you things on my podcast so you can learn, so you can apply them into your own entrepreneurial journey, so you can live a healthy, happy, and successful entrepreneurial life. You see, here's one of the mistakes that I made in my own personal experience is that I was constantly letting life urgencies, people, events, activities always steal my time, steal my energy, prevent me from making progress, avoid doing the hard work. Those life urgencies or some of those distractions, they were costing me so much progress. Sometimes, some days and even a week were passing and zero progress. I wasn't making any progress. I wasn't doing any work. I wasn't getting things done. I had planned so many projects, so many things that needed to be completed in my own business, in my own entrepreneurial journey. But I kept delaying. I kept skipping doing the work. I kept escaping from hard work. I kept saying yes to urgencies, to people, to events, to activities, and those were costing me a lot. You see, the problem is what ends up happening with so many people, they give up easily, they don't stay consistent because they work hard for a while and then they suddenly stop. Suddenly they are not making progress. Suddenly they are not growing. Suddenly they are falling back to their old habits. Some of those entrepreneurs, especially the new ones, They set goals, they start their entrepreneurial journey, they work for a while, but suddenly you find them they are doing something else. Suddenly they lose focus, they lose clarity on their goals. They become off aligned with their ambitions, with their goals. They are not working anymore. They are constantly distracted. You see, it's super important that we need to learn to protect our time, our energy, our focus, our productivity, and most important, our goals from life urgencies, from certain people, activities, events in our lives that will try to consume so much of our time, so much of our energy. So I used to do this in my own entrepreneurial journey. You see, I worked for a while, I done some things, some work, I made progress, but one day I remember sport were a big distractions. Sport was taking so much of my time, so much of my energy. So I went and I escaped from doing hard work, from following along with my goals, with my ambitions. And I started to do so much sport. I was doing a lot of sport and I was helping others. I was doing volunteer work. I was constantly saying yes to sport distractions. And I found myself next year, I am the same person. I'm driving the same car. I'm living in the same house. I have the same income, the same clothes. So everything were the same. Nothing had changed in my life because I was letting sport activities, events, even people in sport distract me, avoid me from doing the work, avoid me from being laser focused on what is important. So I was not doing work, I was not getting things done. I was constantly grabbing my mobile phone, logging in on social media, and just waiting for people's messages, just waiting for a particular event or activity. And I kept saying to people, yes, yes, yes. I attended every meeting, I attended every activity, I attended every event. So whoever asked me, wherever events, activities showed up in my life, I would say yes. I would constantly escape from doing the work, escape from my business, escape from home. I would come back home later on, not have done anything for my future, for my goals. You see, those events, those activities, those people, those life urgencies, they will steal your time. They will steal your dreams. So it's super important that you become aware of your old negative habits and that you do not let them show up again, over again in your entrepreneurial life. And that your goals are important. Your future is important. Your business growth, your entrepreneurial growth is so important. Your family is so important. Those urgencies, those events, those activities, those people, none of them matter. What matter is that your happiness, your healthy life, your family, your relationships, your goals, your future, what matters. But life urgencies, they don't matter. So I think so many entrepreneurs, they end up falling into this trap where they work hard for a while, they get things done, they make progress, but suddenly your brain wants to escape. Your brain doesn't want to focus. Your brain doesn't want to be productive. Your brain doesn't want to be committed. But we can't let life get on the way. We can't let urgencies prevent us from continuous improvement, from continuous progress. It's super important that your progress is number one. Your goals are number one. Your future is number one. Your happiness, your health is number one. Your family is number one. These are your priorities. So they're more important than urgencies. Your priorities are more important than urgencies. You can't let urgencies prevent you from prioritizing. So life urgencies, they will show up. Outside sources, they will try to distract you. They will try to prevent you from making progress, from following through. But you, my friend, as an entrepreneur, you are responsible of your habits. You are responsible over your habits. You are responsible of your life, of your future. You are responsible of your family. So your family, your future, your goals, your business, your happiness, your healthy life, your successful life, they're very important. They matter. So you need to avoid this trap. Please, if you have social media active and you're logged in, you need to log out. You need to remove social media from your daily entrepreneurial life. Do not check messages, please. Do not answer calls, even if you're best friends, even if the people that are important in your life, even if they call you or they send you messages or emails or they distract you, you need to avoid them. You need to protect. Because if you're not protecting, you're letting life urgencies, distractions, certain events, certain activities, certain people prevent you from building that dream life. You see, so many people out there, they don't care about your happiness, they don't care about your health, they don't care about your goals, about your dreams. All they care is that their things get to be done. So you get done things for others. You do work for others. You contribute into others' successful, but you don't do that for yourself. You get distracted. You say yes to certain events, activities, people, and you go and you do the work for them. You listen to them. You accept their invitations, but you don't do things for your own future. You don't prioritize your own goals, your own future, but you do others' people. You prioritize other people's needs. No one will do the work for you. No one cares about your goals, about your dreams, about your future, whether you're broke or not, whether you're healthy or not, whether you're happy or not, whether you're successful or not. Trust me, nobody cares. All they care is their happiness, their life. So you can't let those people, those activities, those events prevent you from continuous improvement, from doing the work. You can't just escape the hard work, escape from work, escape from home, and you expect that you're going to break through, that you're going to become a successful entrepreneur, and that you're going to accomplish your goals. You can't do that. You do it when you are fully committed. You accomplish your goals when you are damn laser focused on what is important. You become that successful entrepreneur when you learn to protect your time, your energy, your focus, your productivity. It's super important that we become aware of this, because telling you from my own personal experience, and people, events, activities, they try to distract me, and I was saying yes to those. I was constantly answering. I was constantly escaping from hard work. I thought doing the hard work was boring. It was making me tired. It was too much work. So I kept escaping from doing the hard work. And you see, when you shut down, when you close some people, some activities, some events, well, other distractions, other urgencies, they will try to show up. And now what? You see, I had to block and shut down some sport activities in my own daily life because they were consuming so much energy. They were taking so much of my time. They were preventing me from being focused. So I had to shut down playing hockey. I learned how to play hockey and I was constantly playing hockey, but I was putting so many hours into that game, into that sport. But once I became aware that this hockey thing, this hockey sport is taking so much of my time, so much of my energy, is preventing me from being laser focused. So I had to shut down. I had to shut down another sport activity where I was running like many kilometers along. But once I became aware that every time I come back home, I'm drained, I'm very tired, I'm exhausted, I can't even move my body. Once I became that, it's a bad habit. It's a bad habit, and that bad habit is costing me so much progress, is preventing me from moving forward. So I had to shut down that activity as well. And later on, after 1 year, 2 years, some people, they try to distract me or prevent me from doing the work. I would either get a phone call or email or messages, and it's and these were life urgencies. These were things that were trying to avoid me from being laser focused. So once I became aware, I told myself, I am so tired of these life urgencies. I am so tired of these people. I am so tired of these events, of these activities that they are trying to prevent me from being laser focused every time. Every time I'm committed, every time I'm productive, every time I'm laser focused, something else shows up and I tell myself, okay, now what? So it's super important that we need to protect our time, our energy, our focus, our productivity, our ambitions, our goals from life urgencies, from distractions, from certain events, activities, and people, so we can break through, so we can live a happy, healthy, and fulfilled entrepreneurial life. Thank you so much for listening to this episode, and I can't wait to publish the next one. Bye, everyone.